It's definitely higher than ever. I mean, last year was exciting because of many things. I was surprised with coming back into Formula One and back with the team, and then we had a super exciting year with some really high highs, and of course topped off by the pole position in Brazil. So something like that, promotes, like, you want more after something like that, and I think the whole team is feeling that buzz of coming into this new season with a new title sponsor in MoneyGram, and lots of good things happening for the team. Oh, absolutely. It's one of those big things that you can achieve in Formula One. It's kind of like, getting to Formula One is one thing. Then you want to, get on the podium. You can get a fastest lap. You can get a pole. You can get a race win and a championship. That's what's there to achieve. And then, of course, more of those, like getting big numbers in all of those. But just ticking off those boxes is kind of what the dream is. And pole position was ticked off last year, so now I need a race win and then a championship. It's easy. These new cars are definitely different to the old generation, but it's more in terms of a driving perspective, also on the setup part. But I think still, even going into this year, with the small changes there's been, it's going to be a bit of a learning curve. There's new tires as well, so you always kind of, even with a new car with the same regs, there's some learning to do. So it's just about getting to know the car as quickly as possible. And I feel like we're very well prepared this year compared to other years. Things have arrived on time, and we're sort of just like ready. So really excited to go on track and see how it feels. I think it's very important for a team like Haas, who's growing and kind of on a bit of a journey, to have great experience, not just with the drivers, but from everywhere in the team. And I do think that of course, I have to say, on the driver part, we're all good. It's really a team effort. So we're only part of that, but of course, with our experience, we want to contribute as much as possible to the development and to this journey that the team is on. The sport has grown massively in the last couple of years. I was only out for one season in 21, and I came back, and even after that season out, I was surprised to see how much had changed and how big the attention is on Formula One, and especially in America. I guess Netflix and all those things have really helped grow the sport in the US. But even everywhere else we went, there was a big buzz around the races. Well, I think it's one of those big achievements that the team had, was attracting such a big title sponsor. And I think it's something that is necessary for a team, but it's also a testimony to the job the team has done. I think it's a great thing for our future, and I've met many of the people in MoneyGram so far, and they seem really excited, and they're really cool people, and they seem like really passionate about the sport as well, and the team. They're really part of the family. Well, right now I'm just looking forward to the first race, because I just want to get on track and see where we are compared to our competitors, and see if we've made a step forward, and so that's what I'm most excited about right now. But there's some races that you always look forward to more, like Monaco. That's a favorite of mine. I'm really looking forward to Las Vegas because it's just going to be a massive event. Yeah, and then also the classics like Monza, Suzuka, Silverstone. I'm just excited. Well, the difficult thing with expectations when you're not sort of, clearly fighting for the championship is to actually set a realistic expectation. So, it would be kind of weird to say, okay, we want to finish sixth in the constructors, because then what if we're the fifth fastest car, then we should finish fifth. And also if we're the eighth fastest car again, then how do we finish sixth? And, there's an opportunity to do that, but I think it's better to just actually take it race by race and just really put the focus into preparing yourself and being the best version that you can be of yourself every time, or at least as often as possible. So that's the tricky part when you're sort of fighting in the midfield and not really realistically fighting at the front. So yeah, I think we'll just try and raise the bar from last year in general.